All right, let's look at the homework 5.2, problem number 10. All right, so let's find x from dx over dp. All right, so let's do that. All right, so we want to find x. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take the antiderivative of the derivative, which is 600 over quantity 0.04p minus 1 cubed with respect to p. Right, so let's do that. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a substitution. I'm going to let u be this guy right here. So the expression inside the parentheses. So you have 0.04p minus 1, right? So then if you take the derivative, du over dp, we're going to get 0.04. And then we take the reciprocal of both sides. So you have a dp over du is equal to 1 over 0.04. Right, that's the same thing as 25. Right? So we have that. Then we can just simply multiply through by du so that we have an expression for dp. So it's a 25 du. Right? So if you rewrite this, we're going to get, all right, 600 is just a number, so I'm going to just kick it outside. Then you have an integral, right? So you have a 1 over, right? This is called the u now, so cubed. Right, dp is 25 du. Right, so I'm going to just pull out 25 here. Right, so what's 600 times 25? So that's going to be, so you have 2 zeros. Right, 6 times 5 is 30. Right, and 6 times 2 is 12, so it's 15,000. Right. Then here we have an integral. I don't like fractions, so I'm going to write it as a negative 3 power and du. Right? So this is going to be equal to 15,000, right? And add 1 to the power, so it's going to be negative 2, and then divide by negative 2. Right? And then you have a plus some constant c. Right? Then we can cancel out. Let's see if you cancel this out. So it's going to be a 7 divided by 2. Let's say 7, 5, and 0, 0. So 7,500 with the negative sign. So I'm going to put the negative sign there. All right, so it's going to look like negative 7,500 over, all right, u is originally 0.04p minus 1, and you have a square because it's a 2 there, and then plus some constant c. Right? Now we're going to use this initial value condition here, right? And then so that we can find c. So you have x of p, which is 50, is equal to, right, it's negative 7,500 over, right, so we're going to put the 50 there, so it's going to be, say, multiplied by 10, so 0.4, and times 5, so it's a 2, minus 1, and then you have squared, right? Plus some constant c. All right, this is just going to be actually negative 7,500 plus c is actually equal to 7,500. Right? So we can just add 7,500. So we get the c is equal to 15,000. Right? So what you get is x of p is equal to negative 7,500 over 0.04p minus 1 squared. and plus 15,000. Right? So let's type it in. All right, we got negative 7,500 over quantity 0.04p minus 1 squared plus 15,000. Right? Let's check the answer. Right, let's look at the homework 5.2, problem number 10. All right, so let's find the x from dx over dp. All right, so let's do that. So in order to find x, all you have to do is, this is actually x of p. We're going to find the antiderivative of negative 600 over quantity 0.04p minus 1 cubed with respect to p. Right? So let's use a substitution. I'm going to let u be 0.04p minus 1. Right? So this is going to be our u. Right? So the expression inside the parentheses. Alright, so go through the regular usual drills. Take the derivative u with respect to p. We get the 0.04. Right? Then we're going to put it upside down. So take the reciprocal. So dp over du is equal to 1 over 0.04, which is equal to 25, right? Alright, then we just need to multiply through by du so that we have an expression for dp. So we have a 25 du. Right? So this is going to be equal to, right? So negative 600 is just a number, so I'll kick it out. Right? Then you have an integral. Right? Then we have a 1 over, right? We decided to call this guy u and cube it. So dp is now 25 du. Right? So if you pull out 25 outside, so this guy goes outside, then you will get, let's see, it's going to be negative, and you have 2 zeros. Right? 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12, so it's going to be 15,000. And then we just need to rewrite this guy as u to the, right? I don't like fractions, so I'm going to write it as a negative 3 power with respect to u. Right? So this is going to be negative 15,000, and then add 1 to the power, so negative 2, divide by negative 2, plus some constant c. Right? So we can cancel negative sign and negative sign, and 2, and so this is going to be a 7,500. Right? So we get 7,500 over, u is originally 0.04p minus 1 squared, right? And plus some constant c. Right? So let's use this initial value condition to find the c value. Right? So x is going to be, so x of p is 50. So if you plug in 50, you're going to get 7,500 over. If you put 50 there, you're going to get, let's see, 50 times 0.04 is 2 minus 1 squared. So it's going to be just 1 squared, right? Plus c, right? And this is supposed to be equal to 7,500. Right? So all we have to do is subtract the 7,500 to find the c value, but c value came out to be just 0. Right? So therefore, we know that the x of p is equal to 7,500 over quantity 0.04p minus 1 squared. Right? So let's type it in. We have 7,500 over quantity 0.04p minus 1 squared. Right? Let's check the answer. All right, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.